Folks, well, the reaction started coming in overnight from MPs, the likes of Nadine Dorries and Andrea Jenkins, quite firm Brexiteers, saying it was unacceptable. The Prime Minister was stalling and calling for her to be replaced by David Davies in Nadine Dorries' case. And then there was also kind of more moderate MPs, Nick Bowles, saying that extra year would cost, he said, 17 billion euros. There are a couple of different amounts for how much it would cost, but there is no question that it would cost to stay in another year. And we've also heard from the campaigns. The Leave Means Leave campaign say that doing this would give the EU zero incentive to negotiate anything and gives Brussels the power to force whatever they want on the UK. Now, the Prime Minister and her effective deputy, David Lidington, have been trying to row back on this slightly this morning, saying it's an idea that's emerged, it's being discussed, it might not need to be a full year, only a couple of months. And they also have to kind of realise that in their own minds, they never actually wanted just 18 months for this transition. They actually wanted more than this. Theresa May initially at one point said that she probably thought it would take about 2 years and then 18 months was settled on. But as Nigel Farage pointed out, this takes us right up until the prescribed time for the next UK's general election, which has to be under the Fixed Term Parliaments Act in 2022. And you could see, and this is the real worry for Brexiteers, like Nigel Farage says, that a mood develops where there's an attempt to seriously stop Brexit. The call for the second referendum has grown with a number of high-profile voices, and there will be a march through the streets of London this weekend, expected tens of thousands of people to be on that. So Brexiteers are really worried that any change on this might allow for the mood to change and for Brexit to not actually happen. On a more practical level, though, in the next couple of weeks, there's a lot of talk about what Parliament will have to do now because of events in Brussels, whether or not they will have to sit on Thursdays, normally reserved for backbench business. Some talk about cancelling Christmas break for it. Apparently that's been saved, but the February half-term they normally enjoy might well be cancelled because the timeline on everything now has shifted.
Vincent.